So welcome to this section, and we'll just demonstrate what we discussed earlier on. So if you have this model and if you are to look at it, so as using the XYZ here, XYZ axis here, if you are to stand at position Z and look at this model of ours directly, then you'll notice that you'll be able to only see the faces that are colored yellow, and I can just demonstrate that by, as you can see, you will only be able to see the yellow faces of the model. Let's go back. If you were to be directly above, now the y-axis for this case, directly above, you view this object from directly above, then you'll notice that you'll only see the green faces, and we can just show you through that. As you can see, we'll see this face, and this face. And then if you are to be at this position, for example, along the x-axis, according to our model here, then you'll notice that you'll be able to see only the red faces. This is this face, and this face. As you can see, there it is. So that's it. Let's now look into another model. For this square, which we are supposed to begin with, as you can see, these are our planes here where the faces are projected to. And if you are to view directly from above, then this blue face will be projected on this plane, and the red face will be projected on this plane if you are in this position, and the yellow face will be projected on this face if you are along the XY plane of viewing. So that's it about this cube, and as you will notice, you will only be required to draw squares for the case of a cube, and that's how it will look like, and that's it, just like that. So let's talk about another model. If you're given a model like this one, this sort of inverted T, then you will notice that our plan will be represented by these pink rectangles, and our front will be represented by this. As I can touch, I hope you can see the green highlighting here, and our end will be represented by the yellow faces. The plan, which is the view from the top, will appear like that, and you can change the orientation. We can either place it to lie like that or just to be vertical like that. And then the front will appear like that. Remember to place the plan. The plan will define how the front will be oriented, and then for the end, that's how it will appear like, the yellow faces. So that's it for this model, and I hope that it makes the orthographic viewing and visualization a bit more easier to grasp. We can also go to another model. Given this model here, then you will notice that this model has a slope, and for the slope, you will notice that the slope will appear on both the end and the plan. So if you are to view from the top, you will be able to see these red faces and some part of this blue slope here. So from the top, and that's how the plan will appear like. You can also change it to lie like that. It will depend on the space that you have on your paper. So the front, this is the front, the green faces, these two, that's how the front will appear like, and the end elevation will look like that. The slope is here, and then these other blue faces there. So that's it for this model. I think we can go to another model. So for the case of cylindrical objects, as you will notice, the plan will be just be the circular top of it, and as you can see, that's the plan, just a circle. And then you'll also notice that the front and the end will appear to be the same. Like that's my front, and I can change it. As you can see, the front, that's the end, and the end has no difference with the front. So that's why we in terms of a cylinder, we only need two views. That's the plan and the front for cylindrical features. Notice that notice that the center marks and the center lines will be introduced, only that we are using models, so they will not be depicted in this software very well. So we can just go to another model. I think we can finally finish on this model. And if you look at this model very well, you will notice that if you are at the plan, you will be able to see this green face here and this, and that will represent our plan. You will also be able to see the bottom of this groove here, and the bottom of this groove. So this will be our plan. You can also change the orientation to lie like that. And then you'll also notice that you are supposed to be able to see, you are also supposed to be able to see this circular groove down here, but you cannot represent it but you cannot be able to see it if you are at the top. So you will use hidden lines to show that it is available, and we'll discuss hidden lines as we shall continue. So another feature that you will note, so for the end elevation, the front elevation, you will notice it will be this red here and this, while some part of this yellow will also be seen. So we can just look at it like that, and there it is. These are front elevation representation, and our end elevation will appear like that. So that's it. I think you should be able to grasp it and be able to practice more on these models, and I hope you all the best as you continue with practicing. Remember that this course is all about practicing. The more you practice, the better you become. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.